Welcome to the Power Breakfast Show. This morning we have come outside to show you what a beautiful day we're having, Raburu.
Exactly.
Especially after the rain and almost snow-like conditions we had yesterday. And today we're talking about the motocross. That's why I have found myself trying to balance on this amazing bike here. I'm told this is a 250cc dirt bike that is used for the motocross, whether they're at Jamhuri Park or anywhere across the country. And of course we're glad to be here. We've got lots and lots to show you.
Yes,
I'm joined by Willis Raburu.
We hope that later on Higgs can show us if he has some style. Let me tell you, the
reason why I'm the one sitting on this is because Raburu can't sit on this right now. We need a bigger bike for him. So I'll play this role for now. And a bit later on, we've got Mr. Jimmy Wahome. We'll be talking with him about some of the issues regarding the sport. But for now, we need to show you something real special because we've got some amazing stars here.
Exactly.
And they know how to ride these bikes. Let's take a look at what they have in store. My goodness, Raburu. Well, that's a bit of what we have in store. How can guys talk to us? 22422, SMS us if you have questions about this sport.
And the hashtag to use on Twitter as always, hashtag Power Breakfast. That is the hashtag Power Breakfast at Citizen TV Kenya, at Willis Raburu, at Kirigo Ngarwa, and at Wahiga Maora.
And at Patrick Igunza as well, if you want to tag a lot of people.
Yes.
Bwana Wahome, maybe you can join us at this time and come a little bit closer. The first question anyone is asking is, all of these guys are young, and you also speak here not just as a member of the commission, but also as a parent. Kirigo was asking this earlier.
Yes.
What would come into your mind to allow you to allow your kids to take a sport like this? I mean, from the onset, it looks quite dangerous, or a bit dangerous.
Well, in this day and age, if your kid has an interest, allow them to go and ride on a fun day. If they show any talent, allow them to compete. And this is what has happened with these kids. They have shown an interest, we have given them a chance, and they have excelled. These are all champions before you.
Are you able to quickly introduce them to us at the moment? So guys have seen them coming in, but they don't know who's who.
No
Maybe
problem.
you can just walk us through that.
Ladies first, Maxine Wahome. She's a lady champ, Kenya. She's a senior rider. Then we have Gugi Wawero. She is a 125 leader and a champ in East Africa for 125. And Ivan Guya is a motocross MX1 champion, Kenya and East Africa.
I mean, I'm scared of him. He's not even taking off the goggles.
He can remove the goggles so he can see his eyes.
Yeah, guys.
But he's a
he looks
humble,
like the Stig from Top Gear.
He's a humble leader.
He's a humble leader. Talk to us about the growth of the sports in the country. How, when did the sport start in Kenya officially, and of course, how has its growth been?
Well, the sport has been in Kenya for more than 20 years. Of course, dominated by visitors and expatriates. Now we have brought a lot of locals into the scene, and now we can see the fruits. They are on top of the game today.
And you were telling us a bit earlier about how these people already have, despite their age, quite the number of years under their wheels, if I can say.
Yes, all these kids started like Ivan at 5 or 6 years old.
Okay.
He must have done motocross for 14 years, or you can confirm, Ivan.
Yeah.
So you start them off at 50cc, 5, 6 years old, up to today. They must be 16 on average. Yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
So no one here is over 18 with the kind of stunts we've seen them doing.
They are not over 18. The minute you get too old, you have too much fear. These are all young and no one can beat them.
Now we have a clip, and I don't know if that clip is ready. It's a GoPro shot of how these bikes perform on the track. I want us to run that clip because I want to talk about the thrill of the sport. What people are seeing is the danger, what if someone falls, but there's a thrill that comes with this sport. Have you ridden, and maybe can you talk to us a bit about the thrill?
Yes, I'm a veteran rider. I've been riding for 20 years. But as soon as these kids got faster than me, I retired. So these are all very fast riders, and I have fear. I have things on my mind. They have no fear.
Talk to us about that no fear concept.
Well, when you are young, you just want to excel. You don't have responsibilities. I have to pay rent. I have to pay school fees. These guys just want to beat the rest. So that is why they are able to ride committed. You have to be committed.
Yes. Yes. How far has the sport taken these guys? You told me they've ridden on the lawn of State House. When was that? What was that all about?
When we went to Uganda a year ago, we were invited to State House and given the flag to represent Kenya. And all these riders were invited to show the president what they do, just like today. So it has taken them to other countries. It has taken them to the head of country. So, you know, it's also made them stronger people. They were very humble and quiet. Their character has come out as brave and bold.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so as Wahiga has said, we are standing here among champions, and big champions of that. They're the ones who've been riding the Kenyan flag high. And we just want to come get to know a little bit more about them. And as you can see, this is Maxine.
Raburu, can they reveal themselves? I think everyone wants to see what they look like.
Everybody wants to, okay, take off your, all ye knights of the road. Take off, all right, there you go. So this is Maxine Sasa Mumeona Yeye. All right, so tell us a bit about the sport and how you enjoy it, and how does it feel, first of all, being the lady riding with the Kenyan flag high in a sport and beating men, all these boys as well?
It feels good. I've been riding for 5 years now.
Okay.
And it's been enjoying. I enjoy racing with the boys because there are not enough girls, so girls you can join. Yeah, it's good.
And you said you've been riding since 5?
No, since I was 13.
13.
Yeah, since I was 13.
How has it been for you in terms of what do you feel when you're riding? Like you were talking about the thrill of the sport. How does it feel when you're up there and everything?
It's exciting. Unless you make a mistake and you get scared, it's exciting. I like doing it a lot. Yes.
All right. And have you ever had any injuries?
Yeah, I have, but not major ones. I haven't broken any bones yet. So, yeah.
Right, well, she's still here. We're going to get to know more about her as well. And then she's also going to, they're all going to do another set for us later on. But we're going to move over here. Introduce yourself and tell us how long you've been riding and your trophies as well.
My name is Goge Wawero. I've been riding for 4 years. I've won many races internationally in East Africa and in Kenya.
Now we've seen, like, when you came in, all the stunts that you're pulling. Is it how long did it take you to perfect and to actually start doing that?
I think I started doing them about my 3rd or 2nd year, but it takes quite some time. You have to first learn a lot of bike control and get comfortable with your bike. Then you can start doing those stunts.
So you say, how long did it take you to get, like, comfortable and start racing? And
start racing, it didn't take me long to start racing, but to get comfortable racing, it took me maybe two years. So yeah, it takes quite some time because it's scary racing with all these guys who are trying to beat you. They'll do anything to beat you, so it gets really scary.
All right, cool. So I'll let
Raburu, I am now standing next to the champion himself. This guy looks like a bad guy on the track. And I mean, he wasn't even taking off his goggles and his helmet when the interview was happening. Ivan Guya, good to have you here today.
Thank you.
Good. I'm told, and of course, having looked at your history, you've been a champion in a number of categories. Just clarify that for us, both in Kenya and East Africa as well.
Yeah, I've won every class in Kenya, starting from the 50 to the MX1 class, so that's 6 championships. And I've also won 8 East Africa and Central Africa championships.
Good. Now, you are supposed to be headed soon for further studies abroad. Does that mean that this is the end of the sport for you?
Not really, actually. When I'm in England, I hope to ride as well and to take the sport further there and hopefully pick up a sponsor or two abroad and try pursue my dream.
Okay. Well, a couple of minutes ago, we were running a GoPro clip of what it's like to be out there on the track. I think it was at Jamhuri. Talk to me about the mental processing as you're about to kick off, when you're on the track, when you're doing the wheelies and stuff. Talk to me about that.
Basically, the mental process is almost everything in motocross. You need to actually believe in yourself so much and be confident that everything will be fine. And you have to block out all the negative thoughts you might get and all the doubts, and just go out there and have fun.
Have you ever gotten injured?
Yes, for sure. I think I've broken my arm twice actually, and my leg as well. And that was very tough to come back from, but I managed to, and it encouraged me to push harder.
So why do this sport, man? Broken your arm, broken your leg? I don't know, man.
Honestly, it's the thrill and the passion I have for the sport. You know, for me, they like to say that I sleep, dream, and eat motocross, because that's basically my life. And anytime I'm just not having a good day, and I can just go to the track ride and I change that day into a good day. And yeah, it's definitely the passion I have for the sport, and just how much I enjoy riding.
Good. I want to bring Raburu in on this next one. Hashtag someone tell Uganda has been a hashtag a couple of times, because we've been competing with Uganda over a couple of things.
Yeah.
And the motocross is no exception as well. Uganda take their motocross very seriously. We actually have a clip of what it's like to motocross in Uganda. 5,000 fans at least flock there to watch what's happening, unlike what we see in Kenya. Talk to us about racing against the Ugandans, of course, the competition you have. I hope that clip can run as well.
Just the other day, 2 weeks back, Ngugi and I and one other rider, we went down to Uganda just for the August competition, and it was very interesting. The fans were incredible. Just the energy in the whole event is amazing. And me and Ngugi actually managed to represent Kenya well, and we really made our mark there. And Ngugi actually won the 125 class, and I came up a bit short with just a few mistakes, but definitely I was a little faster than the rider. And I'm really looking forward to the next event.
I want to ask this question to both of you, actually all three of you as well. When might we see a Kenyan at the MotoGP? Now, this is at the full professional level. Maybe you can start with Ngugi.
When it depends on the support. I mean, our parents support us quite a bit, but you know, financially reaching there is quite hard. You know, we have to sacrifice a lot of time, a lot of things. We wouldn't get to go to parties like normal kids, which most of us don't do now. So to reach MotoGP, it would take a while, but it's definitely possible.
Right. So the question was, when would you like to see a Kenyan in the MotoGP?
Nearby. Soon. I'm hoping I'd be one of them. Yes.
You want to be one of them?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right.
Well, Raburu, I think we've done enough talking. Don't you want to see some action?
Yes, let's do it one more time.
I don't know what people are saying on social media. Talk to us. 22422 is our SMS line. The hashtag is Power Breakfast as well. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, show us some stuff. Show us some stuff.
So
while we get out of the way,
we'll get out of the way. Way out of the way.
So first things first, safety is paramount. So they're putting on their helmets. They've got goggles, or they're able to, cover their eyes as well. You can see fully kitted Raburu. They've got special shoes that protects them if they were to fall. They've got knee pads, shoulder pads as well. Feel free to go, guys, when you're ready. Don't wait for us.
Yep. And when they come back, we'll actually also talk about the gear that they have.
The gear that they're wearing. Good. So we don't have a track at Citizen, but we've got a bit of a road. So let's see what they can do with that road.
Now remember, the hashtag to use is Power Breakfast. Hashtag Power Breakfast over there as we get ready to continue in some 2242. And
good. Let me see. I'm trying to check what we have on 22422. I don't know if you're able to cue us on.
Here they come. Here's the first one.
All right, here they're coming back. So there's Ngugi Waweru with a serious wheelie. Whoa, Ivan there as well. This is crazy. And of course, the leading female rider at the moment, lady champion. I'm just hoping none of the bosses are driving in at the moment, because they are going to find a bike they're waiting for them.
Oh, this is interesting. This is good.
Man, some things I wish I did when I was a kid. I'm too scared.
I know exactly what that right now. Saying, that right now it will be.
Oh my gosh, that is intense. Can you? I'm very afraid for the cars that
I know. It's quite interesting, and the adrenaline. You can see, like, they're actually now getting more into the rhythm.
Yes. Now what happens is they train 3 times a week on average. Most times after school, because they're all in school. We have a challenge in Kenya because most times a lot of these guys then proceed overseas for further studies, so the sport dies at that moment for them. because once you get into university, you may not have the time to practice. So we need to find a way, to keep the sport going at the senior level as well. This is... A lot of people have come out of the office, Raburu, to come and see what's happening.
They're having so much fun. I feel like also...
Okay, let me check. I don't know if you can tell us what people are saying on Twitter as well, as we wait for them to come.
All right.
We need to talk about their outfits as well.
Okay, there's one Kenya Tali saying, this is the way that we start my Monday.
Oh, this is the best way to start their Monday.
Well
done, well done.
And then we have at Nick saying she's very proud of Maxine.
Okay.
That's at Nick saying very proud of Maxine.
Maxine? Maybe. In fact, I'd like to talk to her. Oh my God! I like that. This is nuts. This is nuts.
All right, can I see? This is interesting.
Oh my God!
This is what we're talking about. This is the best way to wake up on Monday.
We need to bring them back now. I'm getting worried for this.
Yeah, we need to. This is amazing. I like what they're doing here. Basically, and the courage, though, is really good.
I was telling you, so they train 3 times a week. So this is a very serious sport. Let them come back now. I think you need to wave the flag. Wave the flag. Wave the flag. Wave the flag. Calm down. Oh my goodness! All right, so Raburu, whose outfit do you want to take a look at? All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, get off your bikes, guys, if you can. We want to take a look at your kit, and want you to walk us through what you guys are wearing.
I don't know. Do you have the stands or?
Okay, let's start with Maxine.
Yeah,
Maxine,
I guess we'll hold the bike for you. Let me just hold it.
Oh yeah, you need to hold the bike for her.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, come and join me here, and you can take off your helmet so you'll be able to talk. There you go. All right, so walk me through what you're wearing and, of course, the necessity of it.
Your helmet for your headgear, and normally you have your chest guard for your chest and elbow pads and neck brace so that when you fall you don't hurt your neck and hurt your back. And we have elbow pads and knee pads and padding for your hips so you don't injure your hips, and your boots that hold your ankle. They have ankle support and they cover your toes nicely so that you don't break anything. And we have gloves and goggles so you don't injure your eyes.
So clearly no part of your body is left unprotected.
No.
Okay, I don't know if Raburu asked this earlier. It's a cliche question. It's the question everyone asks in every interview, but I have to ask. Challenges as a lady, perception as a lady, talk to her. I know it's cliche. Don't judge me, but I still have to ask.
It's challenging racing with these boys. Like Goge is my cousin and I have to race with him. So like on the track we're not friends anymore. We have to push each other. It's challenging racing with boys. I wish more girls would come so it's fair, because girls are not rough like boys. So racing the boys you have to be rough. So it's challenging.
What do the girls tell you, man? When they see you out there on the track, are they like, how do you get involved in a sport like this?
Sometimes they don't believe it's a girl till I come out and they see me face to face. Sometimes they say I'm mad or crazy, but it's good. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Do you wish that? Do you ever hope at some point to be able to beat these guys? Because I see they're going hard.
Yeah, yes I do. Like yesterday I was lying third, but I fell in the last race, in the last lap, so I lost my chance. But I'll get there.
Okay. Good. Raburu's with the boys now. Just to walk us through what they're wearing as well, if there are any notable differences.
All right, well, of course, the hashtag to use is still Power Breakfast, and saying in your comments and questions on 2242. I've seen some of them that are coming in. I just want to throw it over here to the professionals as well. So first of all, tell us, like this last, what is the thing that you've just done right now? That's somebody's asking, what is that?
I was just doing donuts. Basically, you just go round like a donut, so you just go round and round and round.
It's called a donut.
Yeah.
All right. And like the balance and all that, because I saw you're tapping the ground, you move, tapping the ground, you move.
Yeah, obviously I can't go around if my foot is planted, so I have to bounce and like hop a bit, so my foot keeps going around instead of keeping it down and I twist an ankle. Yeah.
And like I asked you before how you got to do all this. Like this now came later, right? Because it looks like even right here, when it began, you were a little bit measured, and then you got into the environment. So how important is it to just what do you like when you come into any terrain, any place before you start racing?
Basically just to learn the surface, because this is tarmac, we're not used to Cabro, something like that, because we race on the dirt. So I had to come, see how much power I needed to lift the wheel, how much I would need to keep the wheel, you know, get some traction, so that I don't go flipping backwards, or so I don't just spin around. Yeah.
So it's quite the balancing act. All right. So let me talk to Mr. Ivan here, Ivan the Terrible. So like this bike and this bike, they're not the same, right? What is the CC?
Yeah, that's a 125, and this is a 250 4-stroke. Yeah.
And the thing that you like, what we saw, like when you guys were revving it up, I hope that's the word. And then you like flew off. Like, what's the peak? Like, do you have like from 0 to 100 or something in some seconds? What does it do?
Actually, I'm not sure, because we don't really have a gauge to tell us that. But it's actually very fast. The pick is amazing, and we're able to shoot right out of the start, and yeah, basically just power away out of the place.
And we were told, in terms of obstacles, we were told like in an obstacle course or something, you guys can even do like jump over this fence that we have right here. So what is the highest you've ever gone?
Yeah, for sure we can jump over so much. I think the highest we've ever gone would be around 150 feet maybe.
Wow.
And yeah, we actually can do much more. It's a bit limited because of safety, but at the course definitely we rip it up, and we just have fun in the air as well.
Yeah. And is it true that, you know, like the way they talk about it in sports, I know footballers say whenever once they've hit the ball, well, the distance between their foot to the goal is like time stops. The guys who dunk say like when we are dunking, while we're in the air, time kind of stops. Is it the same for you guys?
Yeah, I think you can kind of say that when you're in the air, you know, you're just, the wind's in your face, and just that thrill and adrenaline rush you get, it's just amazing. So yeah, I think I can say time stops for us as well.
All right. Well, Wahiga Maura, I see you're back there with some more information. And also you might want to ask them, Higgs, I mean, their parents as well, and how they feel to see their kids literally soaring high.
I'm joined here by Captain Waweru, but we're not here to talk about aviation matters. Rather, as a parent, we want to know the thinking when he allows his kids to do what they do, and how he feels when he sees them fall as well. Captain, talk to us about that.
It's nothing really too scaring. I am an ex-fighter pilot with the Air Force, so I guess it flows in the blood, you know, some of these risks, and it's a risk of the thing. He falls a few times, and as long as he gets up and nothing is too broken, I'm okay.
How important is it to have supportive parents in a sport like this? You know, it's one thing to play football or basketball, it's another thing to get involved in a sport like this.
Support in this sport is absolutely necessary. You can't have it two ways, and you must have both parents supporting it. Well, initially the mother was not into it, but you know, she was convinced, and she's now one of his greatest fans. Yes, yes.
Thank you. I'd like to call Mr. Home also back to join us. Now, these riders don't just do this for fun. They also represent Kenya as well, and they're headed to Zimbabwe shortly. Talk to us about that championship and, of course, what we can expect from them.
Okay, we have an Africa Championship end of the month, 29th, in Zimbabwe. We have prepared about 10 to 15 riders, and they're going to represent Kenya.
How difficult is it organizing, even from a cost perspective? Because you're not just taking them, you're taking their bikes as well.
We are still looking for sponsorship. Some of the riders don't have guaranteed slots, because we have to ship the bikes, we have hotels, we have transport, we have mechanics. So it is a big challenge, and some of the riders are not guaranteed a place. We're still seeking sponsorship.
Talk to me, and that's my last question. It just came to mind, insurance.
Yes,
insurance.
And somebody has also asked, tied to insurance, somebody is also asking on Twitter if they need a license to be part of this.
Talk to us about that.
Yes, they are given a competition license by the sporting body, East African Motorsports Club, and we do have to have special insurance at every race. So on top of the insurance, you insure your kid for every day. We have a special insurance for every race that we race.
Good. Parting shot. Kenyans are watching, and of course they're very fascinated with what they've been seeing here today. What would you tell them about the sport? What can they expect, especially the fans? If I want to come and watch this more and more, where can I get this action across Kenya?
We have several racing venues. The main one is Jamhuri Racetrack. Please come. We announce the races every month. It's very cheap to come in. It's 200 or 300 bob. Bring your families. We have a lot of activities. jumping cars for kids and stuff like that. So please come to Jamhuri Track. We will announce in the press every month, and it's for everybody. Across the counties, we have a track in Nakuru. We have one in, I'm trying to think where else. Right now it's Nakuru and Jamhuri, and we have one in Limuru. We are trying to add the tracks, but we will announce where they are.
Good. I think that's all we have time for, Raburu. I don't know whether you've got any last-minute feedback.
Yeah, there's just some tweets here. Someone says, success is in any venture comes to those who dare. So congratulations to the then there's one who says, Ako kadem kakosawa. What a man can do, a woman can do. That is at Bisieri Mary.
Strength of a woman.
Strength of a woman. And then at Kenya Tali also saying much energy on Power Breakfast. Somebody is also saying this is great talent. They are right on track. That is at Wahab Sabib 3. And then we also have somebody saying, Wahiga Maura, you must ride one of those bikes. Hata kama ni 10 meters to Nangoja. That is artist_okeo. And then...
Actually, let me interrupt you, Raburu. Not because I'm going to ride, but because we got some feedback on 22422, hashtag Power Breakfast. Good way to start the day. Where can one start to engage their children? This is Ruth from Nairobi asking.
You can contact East African Motorsports Club. We will give you somebody to train your kids, see if they're interested, and if you want to start riding, this is also the venue.
Do you have an email? They can send an email to our website where they can get your contacts from?
Yes, we do. info@eastafricamotorsportsclub.co.ke.
info@eastafricamotorsportsclub.eamsc.co.ke. Do that. You have a website. You also have a website, so they can Google that. Search for the website as well. Someone saying those guys are awesome. Oh, someone's asking, what is their academic performance in school? Nyaga Ndinia from Embu.
They are all performers. They're all in high school, and they are all heading to do their Form 4 or Year 11 exams.
So they're all performers. Thank you. That's some of the feedback we had. I think we need to wind up, but we need to see one last.
Yes, we need to see one last one. And as they do that, we'd like to thank everybody who turned out for the Power Breakfast. And just to remind you that all this week we are focusing on basically raising our generation. So you're going to see a lot of young people. Yeah, young people doing amazing things. And this is just the start of it. And so you want to keep it Power Breakfast for this whole week, man. It's going to be amazing. I can tell you that for free. And maybe if Wahiga doesn't ride this,
I'm not going to ride this.
There'll be other opportunities where we can plug him in.
Remember, I'll be back at 1:30 with Monday Football, so keep it Citizen TV for that. But this one I call one for the road. Let them take it away.
All right. Remember, successful people look like you, and clearly them. God bless you. All right, we'll have to wait for some. There is an intruder. Wait, hold on for that guy to leave.
That guy. There's another motorbike.
Yeah, there's another motorbike with 3 wheels.
The office that's not.
All right, that's good. Let's go.
I'm afraid he might. That guy can't know the man. I think he's a contract.